Hey Capricorn Aquarius, how's everyone? We are going to check out October 16th to 31st energies for you guys and see what's happening. And we're going to start with a daily guidance from your angels card. Alright. And your card is time to go. So, somebody else got that already. I can't remember which one, but I think you can see it in the thumbnails if you look quick. So, if that interests you, you can check that out. It says, time to go. The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase of the cycle. I think it was Pisces Aries that got this one, so just so you know. So, definitely time to switch it up here. End a situation, end a relationship, end a job, end something that basically isn't serving you any longer. And you're going to have to decide what that means to you. So, you probably already know what needs to go. It's just a reminder or a nudge to do so. So, we're going to cut the deck of the tarot. Your very first card is the Ace of Swords. And this is a new truth, a new thought, a new intellectual power, something along those lines. So I feel like if it's time to go towards something either mentally, like a new way of thinking, most of the time it would be from a negative way of thinking to a more positive way of thinking, but it doesn't have to be that necessarily. It could be like you're changing what your major is in school or something like that. You're definitely going to on a different path intellectually. It can also be a new form of communication. So you could be in the communications industry, and then it's time to go. You need to change up where you're at in that sense. And next you have the Three of Pentacles. And so this is bringing a new idea in. So maybe it is that at your current job you've got this new idea and you're bringing it now to your superiors or whoever would be into that, but they're kind of giving you the brush off or telling you it's time to go, or because you brought this idea in and they've given you the brush off, you think it's time to go. So there's definitely depends on which side of the fence you're on or where you're coming from in this particular spread, but I think you'll be able to figure it out if you use your own intuition. So now you have the Seven of Cups, and this is a lot of choices, but it feels like you're zeroing in on one. So if you were leaving a job to go to a new one, you really do have one in mind. Even though there's lots of options, you've got one particular thing in mind. And I think that's what it's telling you to go towards, is you already know you've got this new venture that you want to try. You're ready to let the other one go, so now it's time. And next you do have the Ace of Wands, and so that would be your new passionate start. And having the aces flanking here is pretty powerful to me. It's like you need to start this new thing, both that is intellectually stimulating and you're very passionate about. So maybe it's time to go back to school. Maybe it's time to go to YouTube University. Something along those lines. I find it really interesting too, because this Pisces Aries, which I believe got the time to go, they also had the Three of Pentacles, I think, and possibly the I want to say the Ace of Wands too, but I'm not 100% sure. So that would be pretty weird, because I did that reading yesterday, and I've done several readings in between, so I find it really neat when they do correlate. So it could be you're on one side of the table and they're on the other side of the table, something along those lines. So it could be interesting to listen if this does resonate, because you'll get their perspective as well. Something like that. So let's check out your underlying energy. You have the Hermit. And so that is really going within to find the answers. And you may actually literally hermit yourself, so you'll go into like hiding for a bit and just hang out at home and not associate much. But I feel like you're definitely going to go within here, and this is a lot about learning. And this egg, to me, this is the new start. This is the next step. So whatever you leave behind, this is what comes next. And to me, it's like a golden egg, so that's a pretty powerful statement, right? So I hope that helps for the next little bit. It just looks like you're starting something new because something else has to end. And I really do feel like it's either a job or some kind of schooling or something along those lines. It could be a new relationship, but that means you're also leaving another relationship, so do be ready for that if you are. And if that's the case, then you do have somebody new in mind that you actually would go towards. But even though you've got that person new in mind, you might hermit yourself and not actually go towards it, even though you're super passionate about it and even possibly like sexually motivated in some way, which is not a bad thing as long as it's consensual, right? So, alright, I hope that helps for the next couple weeks. Do enjoy Halloween if you celebrate, and I'm gonna set up my ghosties in the front yard. Alright, talk to you soon, guys. Bye.